Nige. This is the 200 gigabyte system I was going to install on your hard drive. I'm just going to show you how to change the buttons. This would be the same on like any trap mode image that I give you. This is the intro for it, which is pretty cool. I'll let this play through, but you don't have to watch it. You just press the A button and it will skip it. I think it's pretty cool. Right, once it's loaded up, it brings you to the displays menu. What you want to do, have your keyboard handy, which I've got. Just press enter on a trap mode setup. That brings you to the setup menus. You can find all the setup menus in here that you need, but to change your button configurations, just press the tab button on your keyboard. Go to controls, enter, and it's just got a list of the controls on there. So to change the back button, press enter on there, and it comes up with what I've already got logged in. The back button is escape, like you can see there, and then I've got a button logged for escape on my control panel. Well, which I'm using one of these at the minute, so I'm going to press that for back, and that one's going to be select, which is technically A and B to go in and come out of, you know, your applications. So to change that, what you want to do is remove all the Joy configurations that are on here. Leave those ones, which is your keyboard ones, but remove all of these. So you'd go in, you'd go down the whole list and remove the Joy inputs. Once you've done that, you want to go on add input. So I'd go on there, and then now I'd press the button I want for back, which will be that one, and that logs it to Joy 5. And all you have to do, press escape, and you go down and you do that with all of them. Having, you know, whatever buttons you want. What you have to do is make sure that you have those top ones done. You can put as many buttons in if you want, because it's got all next game page, previous page, all the rest of it. You don't need them. So if you just stick with the ones that I've used. Displays menu, that's an important one, because that takes you back to the original displays menu, which I'll show you. Right, so say we're stuck here, my display button is this one here. I'll just press, that's my configurations menu. I'll press that one there, and it takes me back to the original system setup options. You can scroll through all of them there, which I'll do now. I'll show you what's in the system. Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I mean, for most of these smaller systems like these, I've got all of the ROMs for them. I mean, what you'll be able to do, because like on Nintendo 64, some of the games are right glitchy, and if you don't like some of them, you can just take them off. But there's like over 300 games on Nintendo 64. Those two there, that one's the Japanese version, which is pretty cool, of the Mega Drive. Got the Famicom on here as well, which is the Japanese Nintendo system. Got 3 Atari systems on there, ColecoVision, Sinclair ZX Spectrum, which I'm pretty sure ones that you spoke about, PC Engine, Super Graphics, Turbo Graphics, Turbo CD. MSX, MSX2, Neo Geo. There's just so many systems on it, it's unbelievable. It's about 20-30 odd PlayStation games, I think. There's only about 4 PSP games, I think. Yeah, Kingdom of Hearts, Dissidia, Afternoon of Darkness, Castlevania, and The Third Birthday. I've not got videos working on them, they just won't work for some reason. But they work in everything else, like if you go into the systems, it then shows you all the games and the videos and the box art where it's applicable. You control the actions of a daring adventurer. Cave, that's all like Japanese shooters. Capcom System 1, 2 and 3. And then when we get into the like game developers, like brand names, which are separate menus, but it's got all the stuff in them by those particular game makers. Capcom, you're probably familiar with, Konami. And then we've got like classics, like system classics, and then we move on to like game sort of selections. So it's Double Dragon Collection, Donkey Kong Collection, Fatal Fury, Ghouls and Ghosts, Fighting, all the Marios. Like if you go into them, it'll have all the Marios that I've got on this system, and it's the same with the others. Like the Pac-Man one's pretty cool, I enjoy that. And then goes on to favourites, which when you become more familiar with the system you can actually put stuff onto it. Right, that's it.